Yo, it's Dominant_4, Dominant Automotive with today's video. Camera's kind of to the side, but we are gonna. No, we're just doing an art stream today, so let me pull everything up and go right. I've just been a bit busy today, so no stream until just now. I'm gonna reorder this. Just I click pen tablet before I click Critter. Because Critter always has problems if I do it otherwise. Oh goodness. It's not been super long since our last live stream, obviously, since it's every week, but God, it feels like it's been a while. Whoa. Alright. So, back to Gindo. What do I want to do, man? What do I want to do? Almost feels like it's better if I just like leave this one off and I try to do something else. Because I'm feeling more and more like I want to just do this on paper. But maybe we just continue. The biggest problem with the lines, because the way they do it is just like, it is just straight lines, which is easy as hell to do when you're on paper. But when you're on digital, for me at least, that is a pain in the absolute arse. If I had like a drawing, one of those drawing tablets, one where it's like a piece of paper kind of on the ground, I could totally do it well, but the problem is mine is a monitor, which means it's always at an angle. Let me try and actually see if we can get it a bit more start. Just so you know, that's kind of what I've got. That's what I'm rolling with. Ignore the mess. Let's turn that down a bit, just because I'm going to be down most of the time. You can just make me look like I'm bald half the time. That's fine. All right. First, we check, is this one working? As usual, it is not. So I'd like to not continue that. I just brought pen tablet again. Right. Crit is. So I just go by tiredness. I've been quite busy today. I've just been hitting everything I want to do off one after the other. So it's just my head's kind of gone right now. You can see it's just such a mess. It's just such a mess. My series of stuff I want to draw. Oh yeah, I also need to make sure that chat isn't just top chat, but just all live chats. Because I keep fumbling on that one. Anyway, so I should just get straight into it. Drag this all to the side, just make it as dark as feasibly possible. Then I don't know. Maybe I remove some of these other ones for a second. That way, because I've got all this stuff going on, but it's kind of just not good for anything. A majority of it, like it's not actually good for drawing that sort of stuff. I don't think I'm looking at that. I just watched my mum beat Artheria. If I were just Artheria. Oh goodness. Okay. All right. Yeah, it just feels a bit scruffy. Like I really like the way I did it here, and it's kind of lacking in these other areas. So I think I'm just gonna. Okay, well we don't know what colors. Well, no, they should all be just normal black now. So I think I'm just gonna go lay underneath and try and mimic what's going on with this Ultimate Spider-Man one, because I like how that looks. Like I did the leg. Like I think that the Ultimate Spider-Man art is beautiful. I mean, Flash also works for this. To be fair, it's quite simple. I'll probably be actually more similar to the Flash because for the Spider-Man art, you can see very straight lines, very consistent. And while I did do that, that really hurt my wrist, and I don't really want to continue that, especially after yesterday's Devil May Cry run, where I just wanted to blow my brains out for spamming stuff, and my wrist started hurting. So it's probably going to look more like this. Like, low-key, this one, the Flash one does look like it was made in ink, and I wouldn't be surprised if Ultimate Spider-Man was made in digital. But, oh well. Mad respect to the Ultimate Spider-Man run. So I kind of just want to... Okay, first off, let's bring this one down to 20. Let's also do the same thing for the square version. I think I'm going to try this with this instead. So, like, just for some of this stuff, it just doesn't need. See, just like, it's like, don't be too scared, you know, especially when I'm working with this underlayer. It's also, hold on 1 second. I love being a sped. Anyway, back to the video. I got a dessert, so that's nice. No dinner. We'd get dessert around here. Oh goodness, I think this will look a lot nicer once I got this all done. Because obviously these lines were originally just to fill in stuff. They're just to show you, you know. Just can't be scared. That's the problem. You just can't be scared in life. Rule of thumb: the more you fear, the more you can't move forwards. As my goat said, as my goat Urahara said, if you strike to kill. If you want to dodge, you do it to whatever. If you take a blow, if you block a blow, you block a blow to save someone's life. You do it for something greater. And I think that mentality is good to have. When you, like, it's even for something as simple as drawing, with like, when I decide to do ... it's like, when I do the shading, just do the fucking shading, you know? Don't shade with some wimpy reason, like you just want to survive or whatever. Don't be like, oh, I'm scared or whatever. Because then you're cooked. Just cooked. Like, yeah, I don't know why I did it. Oh my goodness, it's raining. Just nice, thick lines. Remember, this is like bright light coming from the side. We want our deep, slightly lighter, just to make sure that if there is a problem, I can just like fix it real quick. You can see it there where the edges are. That should hopefully just automatically look nicer, and then we just shave off the edges. Everything that goes wrong, we can just fill in with a bit of black, because now we've got this done. That's good. I like that. That's a lot better. I love me some darkness. One thing that my art teacher always taught me, and this is the main thing I struggled with, so big up. I don't remember his name. Holy shit. I'm not going to say it on here. I'm not going to say it on here. T? That's not his surname, isn't it? I'm trying to think of what the first letter of it is. I mean, if you're psychotic, maybe you can find out what it is just from me saying that, but I'm pretty sure it's Mr. T. So, big up Mr. T. That no one called you Mr. T. I didn't call you Mr. T. No one else called you Mr. T. But anonymity. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. All right, anonymous. Shut up. Just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I want this piece to be nice. Honestly, every time I feel like every time I draw, I want to improve myself because I want to make sure that for those art teachers, for those people who like believed in me or did this in me or whatever. Pause. That sounds so fucking wrong. But you know what I mean. Like, I want them to know that I'm successful. Like, I did something right. I want them to know that their teaching actually did support me when it came to drawing. I make mistakes here and there, but I'm going to use the classic, what's it called, BookTok method or TikTok method of responding to hate and problems with my art, which is just saying, that's my art style. That's my art style. That's why every person who has a certain demographic draws the exact same way. It's just my art style, you know? This line just looks wrong. That line I don't like it. It's too bent. It's too bent. I don't like it. Where is it? Which one are you? This one? Okay. Remove. Okay, that's better. Alright, let me go back. I don't really remember what any of this stuff is, so forgive me. Forgive me, Father. Fucking... And you gotta remember these areas, like, they're still pieces of clothing, they're not gonna be perfect. However, we've got some stuff like this, which would be almost perfect. So let's just do this seriously, man, you know? It's funny how theoretically, if I start posting stuff better onto my Twitter, I could actually have people find my stuff that I know, which is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. I don't really want anyone I know to be ever in my streams. Just sounds like a terrible idea. That sounds like a shitstorm waiting to happen. I say something that doesn't really quite line up with their beliefs, and it's just like, oh damn. Well, now we can't be friends. Shit. I'm not really the type of person to do that. I have friends who have the exact opposite opinions to the point where it like dictates parts of their life. And low-key, if they ever find this channel, like they will know who they are immediately. But like, I'm not. I don't know. Maybe I like subtly remove myself, but I'm not like fully removed from the war or anything like that. Yeah, because the problem here was that I don't quite understand what I was going for with the creases, because it needs to be a crease. Like, yes, there's going to be some level of, you know, in this direction, this thing would have like maybe this area, this line is coming off of this. So obviously all of this will be kind of like the same level. However, the rest of it physically can't be coming from there because there's no creases. There's nothing that's encouraging that behavior. So like, how is it going to do that? Well, to be fair, there's lots of things in life where nothing encourages the behavior and it still happens. But you know what I mean? It's fabric. It's a bit different, you know? I should low-key text my friends who like were into textiles and the likes to just give me advice on how to work with fabrics. I mean, after all, Tito Kubo himself was a fashionista, so... Also, I can't believe that Andrew Garfield wanted Spider-Man to be gay. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. I enjoyed the Andrew. I like. I'm not gonna fucking like step back or something on my takes on. I enjoyed Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, but hearing that is like, bro, it makes you not really care for the actual. I guess the actor. It's like, you wanted to do what with Spider-Man? You wanted to do what with one of my favorite comic book characters ever? You son of a bitch. Oh goodness. It's like, bro, Spider-Man just it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. They were gonna have him be with like he wanted it to be with a black guy, and since Electro was the black guy of that movie, it would have been Electro, which is just like you're maybe with that version of Electro it could have worked, but even then, man, it's just a bit weird. Just a bit weird for Spider-Man of all people. Right. This one we lift up. Lift this up so that this area is actually. Oh, let's go with the other thing. Gotta be like dead in the middle, or it doesn't work. Fuck's sake! Hold on, even higher. This one, yeah. Okay, and then we have that rubbed out that way. My God, the rain, bro! The rain. And that, see, this sort of thing can continue getting dark because it is in fact coming off of that light source. There we go, that's nice. That should be good. We have like a small little crease sticking out there. It looks a bit odd because it's just some random triangle, but that's fine. That's fine. God. It's like something you see like an AI art drawing. Slide down. Just all of a sudden we have that. Okay. I feel like I need to find a way to make this look more like fabric, but I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I could. I've got an idea. What if I grabbed this and I just started like making. I'd have to go. I've got all this other crap in the middle. Like, yeah, I want to keep it, but it's just kind of in the way. Shouldn't be here. Oh, that's like the effect. Okay, this goes even lower then. I'm just going to put this on the background layer. All right. Okay, that works. That works. All right, so we just. Just trying to think, how would it look? He's wearing one of these yukatas. I'm picturing the fabric in my head, and the creases just aren't like this. That's not how they crease. If it was like a jean, I could imagine it creasing like this, but this isn't jeans. This is like silkier fabrics. These are softer fabrics. Like this, I could imagine that. This, not so much. And this should be a silkier fabric. Okay. Well, we're going silk. So those, I might just have to remove them entirely. Yeah, that might be the idea. All right, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Fuck it, we go bald. All right. Why am I doing like this? Delete this shit. All right. Low-key, just slightly going over it. That should be better. All right. Go back up to the thing. I don't quite remember what was here. Hold on. Just trying to remember. Why did I have this on the way it was? Like, what is this meant to be? I don't know. I truly can't tell. Like, it seems to me like this is just like a random crease. Something here has got to be where the arm is. So I think I'm just gonna have to remove it as well. Just none of it works towards the design. I love rain, man. I love rain. I love me some rain, some water. Oh, I just want to remind myself of that thing on Twitter. If you've ever been on Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. All these hoes talking about some sort of rain. It's just what this is. Okay, yeah, this is the layer we want. So let's just remove these. Yeah, it's going to be a bit empty, but you can't solve thermodynamics without breaking a few eggs, you know. Oh, that one too. Oh my god. Ooh, I got it right. Nice. Smoothly. Nice, nice, nice. And then we go back to our layer. I want to remove this shit. I don't know why I have any of that. There you go. That's better. All right, blank slate. Blank slate. Yeah, these were fine. Ooh. Oops. Oh no, oh shit. Well, shit. All right. It might need to be a little bit lighter. If it does, like I'll just yeah, it might be that case. Now we're gonna go light just because I only want like some faint disturbance, just to be like, yeah, this isn't just one thing. This is this is something that's going on for a while, so I want there to be a bit more space in this. It's not going to be super visible, but hopefully over time it will be. Then we look at how this guy did it. So let's look at it and let's compare it. So we've got our like that, and then good, and then good. Okay, so the way he's done it is he's done it like he's fucking doing that. We've got like that. Then out of here, it seems to just be continuing on from that. So it's all being pulled. It's like we've grabbed this part and pulled it up, and obviously that's because of the collar and the fact that that is the top. Okay. So effectively we got to do the same thing here. So we are. I didn't make a separate thing for that. All right. Ah, whatever. Who cares? I'll just rub it out. I'll just rub it out. Whatever. It's the most apt descriptor I can give for this. So we grab that. We want, let's say it's about here where we're pulling up. So, oh no, we see the collar here. We know it's here. So we've got one line like that, one line like that. How else is it? And then there's one that's kind of just like off to the side. Like we know that comes up a bit more. So we've got that automatically. And then coming from there, we can also like pull up here, let's say, or I feel like that's kind of enough already. That's kind of it. Yeah, no. There's just have one, let's say here, go across, and then we've got our other one. Goes like that. And then finally we've got this one, which is just a big bad motherfucker. Just massive. There we go. And we can just do a bit of for this one, it gets a little bit more texture. For these, I mean, I say because they're like the way they are, I wouldn't mind a little bit of just like this sort of lineage just to be like, hey, they've done it like this. Okay, that should look nice. Bit of lineage. I don't even know what I'm saying. Yo, what's up, Russian? I'm in my own head, just trying to walk through this because I'm just trying to redo the creases. I didn't like how they looked before, and they were on my nerves, and it kind of made me want to quit doing this drawing. So, gotta tweak them where I can. Okay. So we know arm should be something like this. I don't remember where the arm is anymore. So I guess around here. That should be basically where his armpit is. And given how big this guy's one is, I'm going to go off of that and use it as some inspo. That's a long line, my goodness. So we're gonna honestly, I'm just gonna step into it. It's gonna be like, yeah, that is a big line. He's gonna end up having a massive bit coming up there. It looks weird for normal clothing, but remember this ain't normal clothing. This ain't nothing in the ordinary. Ain't gonna see this in the UK that frequently. I'd love to buy kimono one day. They're hella expensive though. When I went there, I saw this one beautiful, absolutely stunning kimono. I think it was blue or a grey with this dragon going across it. It was so expensive. It was like 4 billion yen, something atrocious like that. It was crazy, peak, but no, it was genuinely crazy, insane prices. Right. And then we know we've already got this up. So just like that, maybe? That could work. That could work. Whoa. So just to see out my window for a second. Oh, can you see that? I don't know. I don't know if it's visible from the camera, but it is raining heavy flow. Some might even call it an overflow. Ball knowledge mentioned. Anyway. So I guess now I'm just going to tweak up this stuff just to make it seem like there's more layers. I need to basically emphasize this compared to what it usually looks like. Because we're doing a drawing. We want it to be emphasized. We want it to be so we know that. Okay, we've got this area. Now we want, this is like the divot. We know that we want this area to be like, oh yeah, this is like, it's like this is going a drop. All of a sudden we're going down, we're going inwards. So let's just draw that in there. All right, so that's now dropped down. Nah, it needs more. It low-key needs more. All right. And then we know we have this one like that. If we were just working with like color layers, amphthage, yeah. Extra details, my fucking god. Extra details are needed. Because like we want it, okay, here, this is going to be like the open area, and we want it to like go like this. So like build it up and build it up to this area, and then we want for the other stuff, looking at how he has it, it's kind of like you just go like this, honestly. So that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use a lot thinner lines just to emphasize that it's not that dark. It's going to be, obviously this area is darker, but it's like, these are thin, far apart lines. Just meant to emphasize shape, and then go down like this. And that should hopefully emphasize that area, so like just look better. It's going to be a bit dark, but you can see with this like line over here that this area, this is the dark area. Like this is dark, this is bright. So obviously when you get past this point, this is kind of like the midsection. You got the torso there. Now it's probably gonna like be a bit dark, 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 a bit dark. But over here is gonna be the light. Over here is gonna be dark. Even if there are massive patches of just, bright area on this side, that is the theming here. So I'll just continue that with here then, I guess. We'll see how this guy's going. Still no texture? Yes. I still do have the old version. If you remember. So like it does have a colored variant. However, I don't even know what texture I'd go for. It's meant to be like a cactus. So because it's what's his faces? It's meant to be a mimicking of before I lost my thing. It's meant to be like a mimicking of crocodile's fruit. Now, if I do I have it open? I do. Yes. So this is how crocodile's fruit looks. The only real texture it has are these like dots. It has the spikes, or spines or whatever you want to call it. The plant stuff just looks a bit off. I mean, so much space between his fingers. That is pretty accurate. Hold on. Don't really have an orb to show it with. The only thing that I just noticed is gone off is this. I guess I did like a straight line. Oh well. Yeah, it's just a stretched out hand like that. I mean, he might have really long fingers. That might be the issue here. But I'm not sure. I feel like for that length of finger, that's like the right proportions. Keep in mind, like his hand is forwards. It's like this. My screen isn't that big, so I just need to let me just redo that. Hold on. Oh, it's my thing. All right. So we do it like this. Wrong hand. Is it? Yeah, it is. So it's kind of like that. But imagine you're trying to hold like a whole ass fucking pineapple. Like you're not holding a small fruit. This isn't like an orange or something. This is like he's holding a mango. No, mango? A melon. A melon is the word I wanted to say. Imagine you're holding a big ass melon. You've gone like this. Yeah, those fingers are way too big. The length is the problem. Oh, wrong thing. Drawing display. There we go. Nah, but I kind of want to keep it like that. I can't lie. Okay, I can't unsee this, so I need to fix it. And let's go over to that layer just real quick. Where is it? There we go. It's just getting on my nerves, and I'm not redrawing that inner area. So this is what happens. This is what has to happen. Right, let's grab our sweet release. All right, and then it's not like a big fruit, but it's also not like a small fruit. Keep in mind that this guy is meant to be a ninja. You know what? I should have just fucking said that. Yeah, he's meant to be a ninja. His dex is high, so to speak. So if like for me, I draw. That's about it when it comes to that. Space is more between the index and middle finger. I have no idea what fingers I'm using here. Looking at it now, what fingers am I using? It's his hand. He's holding this thing. So we've got. I might need to make it wider. I wish I had like a big ball near me. Let me check. Do I have like a kettlebell on the floor somewhere? I don't have it's not an actual spear, but it's the closest thing I've got near me. Airy. Rank. Forgot that I had something that was food near me. Okay. So obviously, this is where the fun. This is the fun. No, that sounds wrong. Hold on. I've actually forgotten what everything is. When I think about hands, and when I try to think about which hand is which, I just forget what hands are. You know what I mean? It's just my brain forgets what hand is. A football with 100% help. It is unfortunate I do not play football. Yo, sub stuff, Sen. I just noticed you were in a Rumble chat. My whole thing is poorly set up. All right, let's figure this out. Okay, we have a thing like this. Now the thumb is not like an add-on on this at all. So it's kind of like he's done this. The pinky is over here. The pinky should get smaller. No, wait, my brain. No. That's the pinky. Yes, this is the pinky. Oh my fucking god, my brain isn't working. Yes, this is the pinky. The thumb is like somewhere behind there. I'm looking here. Hold on, you're not gonna be able to see it for a second. I need to look at it this way. Oh, never mind. I guess I can still have it that way. Good point. I guess it's kind of like that. Yeah, I think the pinky's the problem. That's a good shout. Because that's like, it's like he's broken his finger. I think I might have accidentally thought it was a bit to be fun. Whoops. Yeah. All right. Where is it? Okay. So something more like that might work. Yep. Something like this might work better then. The fruit's just got poor angling. That's about it. Does that make more sense? I guess visually? It's a bit of a parting in the middle, but I would just leave it as we do have... Yeah, because is this hand? So the thumb would have to be behind. And then there is a parting here. See? I think it's just I didn't show that there's more of a connection. The problem is the angle. I think that's it. Because this is kind of more what's going on, but the fingers go this high, if that makes sense. I'm gonna add that in. Let's quickly fill in these gaps. Just because I'm not the kind of artist who I'm not like those people who have their what the fuck is it called? You know those people who, when they do art, they just do color and they don't really do the inside drawings? Unfortunately, I don't do that, so I have to fill in stuff like this. So let's go grab all the other layers. Yay! I can't wait. Fuck me. No. There we go. Alright, that should be nice and easy. Just fill in that crap. What about that? Blah, 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 blah. And then for this, we can go like, et voila. Et voila. Okay. Wait a second. This is off as well. Oh shit. Yeah, no wonder I felt so fucking off about this. Give me a second. This is wrong. This entire thing is wrong. Well, this is so annoying. Well, shit. Well, fuck. I just realized this is all off. So the wrist is like here. This is the closest edge of it. Hold on, let's zoom in there. Yeah. Hand is like that's probably where the palm is. You can see that there, like here. And then we've got the wrist a bit smaller there. Goes back. Blah blah blah. So the further it can, basically the furthest it can go is about here. All right. About there. All right. Enough mimicking a dragon. Dragon these nuts. Let's just grab all of that. No wonder it fell off. The hole made no sense. That's why it fell off. It was like, oh, you're just incorrect. You are incorrect visually. Alright, let's just grab that. Like, yeah, sure, it can like come out a bit as you get later on. As you get to the bottom. Oh. You know what? No, we're not doing it like that. Fuck all. Fuck what I was about to do. Let's. Gotta go. Just grab it like that. Fill it in. Any problems, I can just go over with the inside bit. Yeah, that should be so much better. I promise you. I promise you, my child. Right, there we go, and I can just shave off the side. Going with the other little bit. It's like you. It's like I knew there was something wrong, did not know, and now that I know, it's like, whoa, that feels great. Just feels good to know. It just feels good to realize stuff. I'm just going to leave this area thick for now. It's just a bit of a mess. So we're going to grab another line, bring it down there. Go, 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 go. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Okay, that was purely just so I had like an idea of where to put stuff. So now I can just quickly roll in these areas. That should be fine. Any problems? I'll be honest, this whole like weird pocket thing I have here is incredibly confusing for me as well. So it will take a moment for me to finish this thing eventually. I actually don't know what I was intending with it anymore. So I might just for now say fuck it, and we're gonna just remove a bunch of the inner area because it's just not necessary. It just makes everything look a lot uglier before I even get there, which is just gonna put me off from drawing it, you know. I'm a simple man. Yeah, that's better. I'll leave those lines in there for just later. I also don't like how squiggly everything is. I feel like it should just be a lot straighter. But like that. That's what I want. There we go. There we go. Just a bit less of a mess there. I'm fine with leaving the outer layer on this side a bit more messier because it is trying to, you know, there's clearly more fabric going on. Whereas this one's a bit more straight. Wait, that doesn't make any sense either. Wait a second. If I had, okay, so I have this thing going down me. I'm holding this thing. I've got my hand like this. Well, no, yeah, I'm sitting down. So I've got it like this, let's say. And then my fabric comes down. But it's being pulled down here. Well, then this inner layer, because it's thinner, sorry, not thinner, it's less stretched. It's less long. There we go. It's got a shorter length. Then it would be more flaky. And this area, because it's being stretched down more, it's less flaky. Wouldn't that make more sense? Just trying to think about how fabric works. Yeah, that might be a great point I'm making then. By the way, I know you're saying how do I explain this? My over the topness isn't really like, I'm not angry at it. I like it because it means I get to improve. I get to notice things better, you know? This might help me in the future, it might not, who knows? But until then, it is actively helping me in the present. I'm excited. It's like it's more of an exciting sort of abnormality, yeah. And then that makes sense why this area is more like there's more fabric there. Because it's being more stretched down. It's all visible. You're seeing the side of it. It is going this way, like this is where the elbow is, so it's all going this way. So you probably wouldn't see anything stick out on this end. It might end up becoming that this is just the other end. Okay, I decided. I'm going to leave it as this entire middle area here. Wrong button. It's still in the line. Give me a sec. I've decided this area is, anything that has to go on inside of it, I'm ignoring it for now. I'm going to treat everything as if it's stemming from here from now on. So this is going to be the, up here, is going to be where the new line comes from. This is going to be the new focus. It's going to come all the way down to here at the bottom. And then when I need to eventually fix this center bit to add more things, I can. But until then, I can like just make sure that everything's a bit more together, I guess. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, that just basically means that I'm going to be pulling everything down. I'm going to be removing a lot of these inner areas. And some of this outer area as well. There we go. And that way, yeah. And then I can leave it for later. It takes up less space. I can focus more on the actual outfit. There we go. Should be good. That's why the color was off, because I accidentally turned the opacity down. I didn't even know that. I didn't even notice that. When did I turn it down? Is it just... Okay, it looks like it's just for this new area. Okay, so I just accidentally turned that on. Oh shit. I got so worried and I was like, oh shit, the whole thing has been like this. Whoops. Anything like that down here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, cool. Wait, what's that? Why is the line? That's the problem. Okay. Okay, I understand. For some reason, I managed to change the line, the line type, the line opacity and all that. All right, any more problems I will simply have to fix when the time comes. I can't dedicate all of the time to just this area, because then I will go insane. All right, just gonna fill it. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do on this area. I'm gonna fill in these last little bits, so we don't have to think about that again. Okay, that's all done. Just gotta fill in the area. So bring back the colors. Yeah, and I'll just fix this for what the new stuff looks like. Should be easy enough. Oh shit! Almost fucked that up. Let's just move over here. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. And then we can remove this bit as well, because obviously it doesn't exist anymore. Remove that. This can all become part of the main blue. Let's grab this as well, just to make sure that I can fill this in later on. I can't lie, for this piece, I'm genuinely so glad that I decided to, like, I don't know, that I decided to do it all in non-color, because I feel like everything about this just fits not having color more than it does fitting having color for most of the drawing process. Coloring should just be an add-on at the end, you know? At least in this case, not all pieces of art should be like that. I will say also, it does still feel cringe to hear myself call something a piece of art, something like along those lines. I can't lie, but gotta have confidence at one point in the journey, so I might as well have it now. It's not like I've been drawing for like a short amount of period of time or something, you know. I think I'm actually at the time in the process where even in like ancient societies, I probably would have started doing my own thing if I'd been drawing for this long. But I don't know, maybe they wouldn't count the previous drawing or something, because I'd have to be working under someone else. Okay, mentoring Sitch. Be one of many people getting mentored, which I think has its positives and negatives. I'm not sure about being that bright. I'm not sure about it being really that bright. Also don't know what colour's going to be on the inside. Am I certain? But I don't want it to just be all... It might be that all has to just be the same colour. How about this? Let's just select all of these colours and make them... You know, we're going to make them darker. Not darker than everything else, but dark enough where there's a difference. All right, there we go. You can see how there's been areas that had the colour and I just never removed because, you know, kind of covered. But let's remove those real quick and then grab... I hope I didn't just make sure those are rubbed out. And then we can go on here, fill tool, bam, and it's all darker instead. Yeah, that's better. That's better. I like that more. All right. Now that I quickly fixed that area, got some new fingers. I think once I add the texture to this this thing, I need to make sure that while I'm doing it, I give it more shape, because I do think that is one of the things that's lacking right now. Is it just kind of doesn't have a proper shape. It's all put together and thought through. I think I should continue on this. I'm going to take a small break just to have a bite to eat. And then we can go on to the other stuff. Remember, take breaks. I'm about to come. I'm about to come. Come. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. I'm checking in with this How You Feel app. It's pretty cool. I recommend. The fuck? Uh, I feel productive. That's how I'm feeling today, right now, especially. Right. Today's been just a productive day. I felt good all day. Well, other than the moment that my bank didn't accept my transfer, but that was fine. Gurren Lagann's kit is releasing tomorrow. Actually, hmm. Fuck! Hmm. That's not gonna. Yeah, that's just fucked. Well, my top slide. Give me a second. There we go. It's highly anticipated. Oh, fuck. Well, shiver me timbers, I'm fucked. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on a second. I was looking into getting this V jump because I really wanted the Simone, but I found it for like £3 online, so no fun. I wanted to also include out of stock ones as well. Let's remove FGO as well. These guys just don't have it, I don't think. Let's show filters. I want to make sure it's only TCG. I want Gurren Lagann. Gundam. That's not what I want. Fine, I'll just choose Union Arena. Oh, what? Brand? It's Union Arena. Not Union Create. Union Arena. I would like Union Arena, please. Product type. Let's just go for TCG, I guess. Other trading cards, perhaps. That should be fine. Alright. What am I doing this one? I just search up Gurren Lagann. Oh, do not buy this for £173. Jesus Christ. It's not CC's toys. Oh no, wait. Oh shit, this is a different one. Never mind. Feel free to spend how much you want on that. I don't know how much it's meant to be. Scared the shit out of me. That's the one I bought for a lot cheaper, like half price. Bought that and Gurren Lagann. God damn. My god. I'm obviously looking at the Gundams. Yeah. And Megatron. What the fuck is Megatron here? How to have any of these characters? How do you have anything to do with Gurren Lagann? The fuck? £56. £56 is atrocious. It's atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. Unless you don't pay shipping, but I bet you pay shipping. No, if we go to add to cart, go to log off. Yeah. Yeah, you still pay shipping. I have confirmed. I was so quick to remove it that I just... Alright. Cube 2s. Alright, that's it. I'm just going to cut that out of the video. Simple as. Anyway. Let's do these areas. Let's fill those in. And then I think that'll be up for stream. We're looking at that. Like clearly we want to like thicken up one side for this one, thicken up the other side, and then it's like a little strip. Oh shit. Whoops. Yeah, I think that's actually pretty fitting for how it should look. I think we've got it down. Alright, I'm going to just quickly tweak some stuff just to make sure that it fits even more. Okay. I think it's enough time putting this off. It's gonna have to basically be like that, I think. but let's use our ultimate technique, which is called running the fuck away. Doing anything but. Kind of want to just take the one I made before and just shove it in. Like, I just want to shove it in and just be done with it. I won't lie. All right, I'm just grabbing it. I'm just doing that. Yeah. Yep, done. Easy mode. It looks like nothing fits in correctly. But at least we've got the basics for it. We've got the basis for everything and all the crap we're going to be making later. So I can always leave this as like a placeholder just to like give an idea of what he's holding. Yeah, the problem with moving over to colors also is he looks like he's like tanned or brown or something. This guy's skin is like white as white. Like this is the skin I'm coming for, you know. Toneri does not have particularly colorful skin. Neither does his father, Ishiki. So, you know, it doesn't look the most apt once you start moving over to color, is what I'll say. I'm also thinking I need to find whatever brush, like this sort of brush, I need to just find and use a bit more frequently. Is it like this? I just want to test something real quick. I can't take my finger off the thing, my pen off the page. That's kind of it. That's the only worrisome bit. So it's like I could theoretically do what that guy did. I think it's better for like using a white pen on it or something instead. It's very clear that he's using a white pen here. So I think instead it would probably be, at least if I used it, it'd probably be a lot more like that. I don't think it's too bad. I don't think that's too bad of an idea at all. I'll have to practice with it. I'll just delete that now. Yeah. Cool. We made some progress. We fixed the sleeve. Well, I don't think I fixed the leg. That might come back to bite me in the bum. I might have to redo that actually. Shit. Something's wrong with that leg. Ah, fuck, I took the wrong one. Hold on. Oh, for fuck's sake, did I take the wrong one again? Which one is it? Bruh, I swear this should be easier than it is. This one. Oh my days, okay. That helps me about 0%. Shit. Well, back under you go. Under. There you go. Do we have another one here? No. Oh, it's actually meant to go higher. It was meant to go up. Okay. I got you, I got you, I got you. So actually, yeah, no, it's an error of what I just did, not an error of the actual thing. What the fuck am I? I don't know what I've opened. This? There we go. Okay, I was gonna move on, but now I can't. So oh, man. Wrong color. You know, it is interesting. I just realized something. Oh, well, no, I've known this for a while, but one thing that I realized a long time ago was racism is wrong. As in, what people think is racism is wrong. Most people think that racism is like just, you know, it's thinking that there's a superior group or something along those lines. That's not racism. Racism is specifically when you believe. Did I just do that? Did I just fuck up my own thing? I think I did. No, racism is specifically when you believe someone is superior. It does not include when you think of someone as inferior. So if you think that there is a group that is genetically inferior to other groups, that's not racism. If you believe that there is a group that is genetically superior to other groups, that's racism. Fun fact. I mean, yes, we do have other meanings for what racism means now, so that kind of fuck up. But that is the intent that goes in. So yeah. Anyway, that should be better. Cool, nice, sexy. I'm pretty sure it's still wrong. It might just be that I have to cut off like a tiny bit here. That might be it. And I'm definitely down to do that. So let's just do that. It's like piss me off that it's not piss me off that this one's being difficult for me. Oh, wait, where did I put this? I'm here. Oh, interesting. Anyway, now we have a little gap there. It just means that we can have everything work properly. Wonderful. Okay, there we go. That's it for today. One day I'll finish this. I've technically already finished this drawing, and I'm redrawing the redrawing of the redrawing. This will always be an ongoing project for me. This character, this drawing, I hope to be done with sooner rather than later. I'd like to be done with it within the next week. No, next 2 weeks. Yeah, that's about where I want it to be. Anyway, I think we're making some decent progress now. I think like now that I've got like what I want to do, each stream will be a bit faster than the next. Because before I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I was doing stupid shit like this. I actually really don't like this anymore. Even if it does correctly highlight where things need to be changed. I shouldn't have used the great thing. I should have instead just tried abusing just normal lines and shit. Normal lines and shit. Maybe something more like this, you know? Anywho. Yeah. God, my references just keep growing, don't they? Anyway, I'm going to dip now. Have a lovely day, lovely night, lovely evening. Whatever it is for you. I'm sure I missed one. And have a good one.